Well, I thought you might be here.
Have you been browsing?
No, I was straightening up your files for you.
What do you want, Orwell?
I want to ask you a question.
You must really be desperate.
How goes the Kershaw case?
It's developing. We haven't been able to place him at the scene of the first two murders, but we know he's been out of the house on previous occasions.
What, is that more from Mrs. Stockdale?
No. We got that from 3 other independent witnesses. The trouble is, they're not sure of the dates.
What were the dates of the murders?
July 10th, July 24th, and last night, August 2nd.
All within Eric's reach.
Kershaw house is here, the pier here, distance 2 miles. Victim number 2 was killed in an underpass here, distance 1.1 miles. Victim number 1 at the Bayport Motel, distance 1 mile. Would you say they were within reach?
A motel?
That's right.
Maybe she knew the fella.
That's the obvious thought, Orwell, but we couldn't find anything to support it. After the second murder, we started looking for psychos.
What was the girl's name that was killed in the motel?
Are you just joking me around, or do you really have an idea?
Well, I might have an idea. I just want to know the name of the girl. I want to know the name of the girl in the motel.
Andrea Mills.
I took this one in Palm Springs. It was just a month before she died.
Well, Mr. Pomeroy, I'm sorry to put you through this.
No, you're not putting me through it. I'd be looking at those slides anyway. I do all the time. I just can't accept the fact she's gone.
Well, tell me about it.
When she wasn't with me, she was at her job. She was the receptionist for Deco Advertising.
May I have that slide?
No, I'm sorry. I couldn't part with any of the slides of Andrea.
Maybe a snapshot, something like that.
I suppose you can have that one. She bowled every Thursday evening. Mondays, she reserved for herself. To do her nails, hair, laundry, whatever it is girls do. The rest of the time, we were together. Either here, at her apartment, or out of town on weekends.
She was killed on her bowling night?
Yes.
Well, maybe there's a chance she knew the man.
How could she know him? He was a maniac. She was a random choice.
Well, it bothers me that it happened in a motel. How did he get her there?
Forced her. I don't know. I wasn't there.
Well, why didn't she run while he was registering as Mr. and Mrs.
All right, stop. Right there. I won't sit here and listen to your foul insinuations. You didn't know Andrea. She was good. How dare you come in here and throw dirt on her memory?
I'm sorry.
I want you to get out of my home before I beat your filthy brains in. Just get out!
Oh, Mr. Orwell, what are you doing here?
I'd like to see Eric.
Well, it's very late. Couldn't it wait
I am
until...
sure that Eric saw the dead girl. I don't mean he did it, but he was there. If he was there, he may be able to identify the strangler.
Mr. Orwell, I
want him to look at this picture. I think the man in the picture may be the strangler.
Mr. Orwell... Oh, what happened to you?
I twisted my ankle. Mr. Orwell?
Did Eric go out?
We don't sleep well now, so we heard the door closing. By the time I got downstairs, he was at...
I'll go look for him.
Well, that's very kind of you, but...
George, I think you better soak that ankle in hot water. Come on.
I realized there was a better chance of Eric being found if the police were looking for him, too. But they had to be warned what to look for. I mean, suppose he got stopped for any routine reason. I mean, what cop would understand Eric's explanations? But on the other hand, suppose he didn't get stopped.
Oh, well, Not now. I'm busy. I mean, I'm really busy this time.
I understand that, but when I tell you what I'm gonna tell you...
You want to make a confession, Orwell, you'll have to take a ticket. So far tonight, 14 crackpots have confessed to the killing on the pier. Most of them were regulars. Number 15 is on his way in. Unless, of course, you want to go first.
Lieutenant.
Yes, bring him in, Robert. Have a seat. Not you, Orwell. Good evening. May I have your name?
Frank Meredith. M-E-R-I-D-E-T-H. Frank L. Meredith. The L is for Larson. That's S-E-N, not S-O-N.
Your age, Mr. Meredith.
46. 46. It was I who killed that woman on the Santa Monica Pier. I strangled her with my necktie.
What color was the necktie?
Oh, well.
It's a good question.
Now, Mr. Meredith, what color was the necktie?
Well, I don't remember. I was nervous. Multicolored, I think.
Are these your neckties?
Well, yes. They are mine.
Which was the tie you used to kill the girl on the pier?
Well, it was the one in the middle there.
This one?
Yes. Nobody but a tramp would have gone around dressed like she was, half naked, her legs showing, trying to dirty people's minds.
What color was the skirt?
It was red. Well, as much of it as there was there.
She was wearing blue shorts. Roberts? Thank you, Mr. Meredith. That will be all.
Lieutenant, I was only trying to be helpful.
Number 15.
Eric Kershaw went for another walk.
Now you tell me.
I used up what was left of the night looking for Eric. He hadn't been on the pier, at least not at the merry-go-round or the cotton candy machine or the rifle range. And for another $1, Madame Dorina consulted her crystal ball, but he didn't show up there either. And every hour I phoned the Kershaws, but all that did was use up my supply of dimes. Along about dawn, I decided to go home.